Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss a very basic topic of grammar, that is tenses. So what is tense? Tense tells you about the time of any action verb in a particular sentence. Okay. So we can say tense changes the form of verb expressing time. For example, if we take one sentence, that is he goes to temple every day. So here the verb is in first form and there is es with the main verb. So we can say it is in present indefinite tense. If the same sentence is in past tense, then we have to write he went to the temple. Okay, so the sentence will be in past tense. So there are three kinds of tenses: present tense, past tense and future tense, as you all know. And further there are four forms of these tenses: present tense, simple present tense, or we can say present indefinite tense, present continuous tense, present perfect tense, present perfect continuous tense. So the first form of the tense is present indefinite or simple present tense. Present indefinite means why this tense is called present indefinite. Indefinite means which is not definite, अनिश्चित, कुछ भी, मतलब अगर if this tense tells about the time of a particular verb, then it is not definite. We can say कोई भी एक्शन जो है वो ये प्रेजेंट इंडेफिनिट टेंस में आपको ये तो पता लगेगा कि दिस हैपनिंग, कोई भी एक्शन है, इट इज़ इन प्रेजेंट टाइम, बट एग्जैक्ट टाइम का आपको नहीं पता लगेगा. सो इट इज़ प्रेजेंट इंडेफिनिट टेंस. So what will be the structure of present indefinite tense? How you will form sentences in present indefinite tense? So if the sentence is in present indefinite tense and it is assertive sentence, okay, so in assertive sentence you all know subject plus first form of the verb. If required we use s या es with first form of the verb, then object and then full stop. Okay, so one thing you have to clarify that what are the conditions in which we use s or es with the first form of the verb. It depends upon your subject. For example, if your subject is third person singular, then you have to use s or es with the first form of the verb. Always remember that in present indefinite tense you will always use first form of the verb, and if your subject is third person singular, then you use s or es with the first form of the verb. Okay, if your subject is first person, second person, whether it is singular or plural, or it is third person plural, in that case you have to use only first form of the verb. No need to add s or es with first form of the verb. You just add first s or es with the first form of the verb only and only when your subject is third person and singular. What do you mean by third person and singular? First person कौन होता है? First person is the speaker. इन एनी सेंटेंस स्पीकर जो अपने लिए प्रोनाउंस यूज करता है, आई वी, ये होता है फर्स्ट पर्सन. सेकंड पर्सन इज लिसनर ऑफ द सेंटेंस. लिसनर के लिए जो प्रोनाउन हम यूज करते हैं, यू है, वो होता है सेकंड पर्सन. एंड थर्ड पर्सन टू हुम, अबाउट हुम वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट, जिस भी किसी के बारे में हम बात कर रहे हैं. तो इफ इट इज सिंगुलर, फॉर एग्जाम्पल इफ योर सब्जेक्ट इज ही, सी, इट, एनी नेम. Okay, if your subject is third person singular, means he, she, it or any name. अगर आपका जो सब्जेक्ट है वो थर्ड पर्सन सिंगुलर मीन्स ही, सी, इट या फिर कोई नाम है, इन दैट केस you have to use s or es with the first form of the verb. Okay, clear? If your sentence is in negative sense, अगर आपका sentence negative sense में है, then you have to use some helping verb. So in present indefinite tense you have to use helping verb do or does. Okay, we use do with first person, second person and third person plural, and does is used with third person singular. Again, if the subject is third person singular, we use s या es with the helping verb do. Okay, and once we have used s or es with the helping verb, then no need to use s or es with the main verb or first form of the verb. Here we use first form of the verb as it is. Okay, so in case of negative sentence, your structure will be subject plus do or does helping verb, as we have discussed where to use do and where you have to use does. Then first form of the verb, then object, and then full stop. Okay, this is the structure of your negative sentence. If your sentence is in interrogative form, means there is some question asked in a particular sentence, then what will be the structure? As you all know, all the interrogative sentences starts with helping verb or ws family word. Okay, so if your sentence is starting with helping verb, then what are the helping verbs you have to use in present indefinite tense? These are do or does. Okay, helping verb will take the initial position, then it comes subject, after that it comes first form of the verb and then object, and in the last you have to put sign of interrogation. Remember that, don't put a full stop mark, you have to put the sign of interrogation because this sentence is in interrogative form. Okay beta, so these are the structures of assertive, negative and interrogative sentences that you have to use in simple present tense. Okay, now you have to identify the situations or the conditions in which present indefinite tense is used, because in any type of sentence, if you have to check out any type of error, or you have to write any article, or simply you are writing any question or answer, in that also you have to keep in mind the situations in which you use present indefinite tense. Okay, so we can say what are the uses of present indefinite tense. First use is habitual action. If in any particular sentence there is a habitual action, regular or repeated action, so we use present indefinite tense. Okay, for example, he takes tea without sugar. It is the habit of some person. We are talking about the habit of some person that he takes tea without sugar. तो habit की बात हो रही है, तो then we use takes means first form of the verb and SEIS, because our subject is third person singular. That's why we use S or ES with the main verb take. Okay, he takes tea without sugar. सेकेंड सिचुएशन है जिसमें हम प्रेजेंट इंडेफिनिट टेंस का यूज करते हैं टाइम एक्सप्रेसिंग एडवर्ब्स. कुछ देर आर सम वर्ड्स और फ्रेजेस इन अ पर्टिकुलर सेंटेंस. इफ यू सी दीज वर्ड्स इन एनी सेंटेंस देन यू यूज प्रेजेंट इंडेफिनिट टेंस. ओके, फॉर एग्जाम्पल, इफ यू सी always, often, sometimes, generally, every day, twice a week, once a week, thrice a week, never, seldom, etc. If you see any of these words in a particular sentence, then it is in present indefinite tense. So you have to keep in mind in that particular sentence you use first form of the verb, and if the subject is third person singular, you use s or es with that first form of the verb. Okay, next condition in which we use present indefinite tense is to express universal truth, scientific fact, permanent actions. Okay, if there is a universal truth there is any scientific fact or there is some permanent actions. For example, man is mortal. Mortal means जिस चीज का मतलब जो चीज खत्म होने वाली हो, विनाश होना हो, जिसका होता हो, यानी कि इंसान है कोई भी, उसकी मृत्यु निश्चित है. तो ये एक यूनिवर्सल फैक्ट है. इट इज ट्रू इन एनी पार्ट ऑफ द अर्थ or you can say of the universe. So in universal truth we use present indefinite tense. Second one is water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. It is also a scientific fact. So we use present indefinite tense, means first form of the verb plus s या es. Okay. Next condition in which we use present indefinite tense is used to express near future events which are pre-planned. Pre-planned means जिनकी planning हम पहले से कर चुके हैं. As you all know, in near future events generally we use future indefinite tense, means we use helping verb will or shall. After that we use first form of the verb. Okay. नियर फ्यूचर इवेंट्स को हम फ्यूचर इंडेफिनिट टेंस में यूज करते हैं. बट इफ देर इज एनी इवेंट विच इज प्री प्लान्ड एंड विच इज planned to be happen in near future, then we use present indefinite tense in place of future indefinite tense. For example, he leaves for Delhi next Monday. वो नेक्स्ट मंडे दिल्ली के लिए निकल रहा है. सो दिस एक्शन इज प्री प्लान्ड एंड देयर मे बी नो चेंज इन दिस पर्टिकुलर एक्शन. सो वी यूज प्रेजेंट इंडेफिनिट टेंस इन प्लेस ऑफ फ्यूचर इंडेफिनिट टेंस. नेक्स्ट कंडीशन इज टू डिस्क्राइब हिस्टोरिकल इवेंट्स इन अ वेरी लाइवली मैनर. जो हिस्टोरिकल इवेंट्स हैं उनको बहुत ही लाइवली ढंग से अगर हम नरेट करते हों, अगेन वही चीज आती है कि पास्ट इवेंट्स जो हैं, हिस्टोरिकल इवेंट्स जो हैं, वी रिप्रेजेंट दोज इवेंट्स इन past indefinite tense, means second form of the verb is used. But if that particular past event we want to narrate that event in a very lively manner, so we use present indefinite tense. For example, at last Ram kills Ravan. Okay, here we use first form of the verb in place of killed, because we want to make this narration very lively. Next sentence is Rani Lakshmibai attacks the enemy. Again we use attacks in present indefinite tense to describe past event in a very live manner. Next condition is this tense is used in news headlines. As you know, all the news in news headlines are have happened in past, but we use present indefinite tense. For example, Apple launches new iPhone at the rate 42,500 rupees. मीन्स एप्पल ने कभी भी ये आईफोन लॉन्च किया होगा, कल या परसों या पास्ट में कभी भी, लेकिन ये न्यूज हेडलाइंस में हम बता रहे हैं किसमें, प्रेजेंट इंडेफिनिट टेंस में. नेक्स्ट कंडीशन इज इफ देर इज अ सेंटेंस इन विच सबऑर्डिनेट क्लॉज is in present indefinite tense, means when the main clause refers to future tense. जब किसी भी सेंटेंस में मेन क्लोज जो होगा वो फ्यूचर टेंस में होगा, इन दैट पर्टिकुलर सेंटेंस वी यूज प्रेजेंट इंडेफिनिट टेंस इन सबऑर्डिनेट क्लोज. सबऑर्डिनेट क्लोज मीन्स द क्लोज